In this video, we get to know the beloved character Salim from the game House of Ashes, and we are going to try and uncover the secrets of his potentially dark past. This is Salim's Deep Dive. For me, Salim is one of the best characters in House of Ashes, and his character seems so much more fleshed out in comparison to the others. But upon finishing the game, Salim's story left me intrigued. I wanted to know why he was the way he was, why he was so level-headed in stressful scenarios. But one thing was kept a mystery. Who and where is Salim's wife? From what I remember throughout the entire game, Salim mentioned his wife only twice. The first time we heard about her is when we played as Salim and we found a picture on the floor of Salim and his son, but folded behind on the same picture was the wife. So she was clearly in the photo, but she was purposefully left out. And the second time is when he and Jason enter the belly of the beast and they have this heartfelt moment, and that's it. Salim barely mentions his wife at all, but yet it seems to affect him so much. So after everything, it just left me wondering, what happened to the wife? So I went in search for an answer. And for us to find out what we don't know, let's start with what we do know. Salim Othman. Othman? I don't know. Salim Othman is currently residing in Bajamandali in Iraq. He is a lieutenant in the Iraqi ground forces, and he is one of the 5 main characters in House of Ashes. He has a son and a wife, or an ex-wife. We'll get to that a little bit later. We found out early on that Salim's son Zain is applying for university, and he gets a conditional offer from what seems to be quite a reputable university in the UK. And he seems to be studying mythology. But he's having problems with his son's stealing habits, which could possibly lose his chances of going to uni, which kind of proves that Salim is a caring father and he does care about his son. And that's it. On to what we don't know. Who is his wife? Where is she? What happened? Did she run off with someone else? Did she die? Why was she folded out of the picture? What does the picture represent? Are the feelings towards the wife hate or hurt? In order to determine which feeling this is, let's look a little bit deeper into the details that we already know. When Salim finds the picture in the house, it's smashed on the floor. That to me shows signs of aggression. So probably anger or frustration maybe? Plus, the part of the picture with the mother in was folded behind. If she died, why would you hide her picture? Wouldn't you leave the picture there as a loving memory of her? But then again, people grieve in many different ways. Maybe Salim just couldn't face seeing her all the time inside the house, so he would fold a picture behind. And maybe Zain got upset with that and got frustrated and smashed the picture in order to see the mother. But then why would you smash the picture frame? Wouldn't you take a bit more care with it, as these are like memories of your mother that you love so much? But this wasn't enough proof that she ran away or she died. So I dug a little bit deeper to find some answers. Now the son is planning on going to university, but yet he is still stealing. That is a huge red flag. How does he care about going to uni, but then not care about his future? They seem to be two very contradictory actions. And we can tell that he wants to go to uni because in his room there's a picture on the wall of a map of the UK where he's circling the different UK myths and also possibly where his university is. He even has a book of mythology next to his bed on his desk. So why steal? So I took to the internet to find why young adults or teenagers steal, and after minutes of searching, I found a recurring pattern is that teenagers will steal if they feel unloved. So if the mother ran away, then that would make sense to why he would feel like he's unloved. The poor kid will have some sort of sense of abandonment issues, and the father also being away in the army will probably trigger that even more. Bearing in mind the first time that Salim came into the house, it was his son's birthday. So the picture smashed on the floor could have been out of frustration and anger that his mum's not there and left him, and his dad also isn't there either. Another detail is when Salim was with Jason, he said, and I quote, "Zayn is all I have left in this world. After my wife left us, I gave him my all. I wanted him to have everything I didn't." The key word in this is left. She left them. I would not use the term left unless I was talking about someone leaving the earth in terms of dying. But he didn't say when she left this earth. He said when she left us. So for me, I'm going to assume that she is not dead and that she genuinely ran away. So between hate or hurt, I feel like everything leans more towards hate. So the question still stands. Why did she leave Salim and the son? On to my favourite part of the show, theory time. So initially, I thought to myself, this is so obvious why she would leave them. She met a guy whilst Salim was away at war, and obviously they got closer, the guy was there, Salim wasn't. Simple as that. But it isn't that simple. During the game, Jason asks Salim why he joined Saddam, and Salim replied that he didn't have a choice, so he was forced. So other guys around Salim's age will probably be in the exact same boat that Salim is in. So there wouldn't be a guy that she would be meeting unless he was significantly younger, which would just be disturbing, and I highly doubt that would be the case, or significantly older, which I also doubt would be the case, or it could be a woman, which I also would doubt would be the case. Just to keep this simple, and let's say she's married to a man, so I'm going to assume that she likes men. Unless Salim wasn't as nice back then as he is now. Maybe he was abusive. Guys, I know. It's just a theory. Okay, I'm sorry. It was just a... Listen, I ruled it out, okay? And I realized why this wasn't going to work. And that's because if she was in an abusive relationship, she would have taken Zayn too. She would have taken the son. But thinking about it in general, if she was in her right mind, wouldn't she have taken her son with her anyway, regardless? If the dad's never there, then wouldn't she just take the son? So that leads me to my next point. Was she in her right mind? But then I also quickly ruled that out too. I just don't feel like it would have been a mental health problem. So I ignored that and I ruled that out. So if she was in her right mind, but then still left without taking her son, what if she was taken against her will? And I'll take it one step further. Each episode of this game is linked to the previous episode. For instance, Eric and Rachel visited a diner that was the same diner that was visited in Little Hope. Well, after you complete the game, they show you the next game, which was called The Devil in Me. And it seemed to be about a man who would take people, kill them, and stuff their bodies with what seemed to be some sort of mechanical structure or some sort of animatronic of some sort. It's some sort of sadistic, twisted looking trailer, which I'll probably cover in another video. But what if Salim's wife is going to be referenced in that game? Or maybe she was just abducted by the killer. But The Devil in Me seems to be in America, so I highly doubt the killer is going to come to Iraq to take someone back to America. So maybe she was taken by someone else and then sold to the killer that was in America. I don't know. But That's just my theory. So comment down below what your theory is on Salim and his wife. I really want to get a conversation going about this because I don't believe it's talked about enough. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this on character deep dives and different stories and different games, or in the horror genre, please let me know and subscribe to me and hit that bell icon so you know every single time that I upload another video. Anyway, this is Nick Keys and I'm out. Peace!